Formula One returns to France this weekend, but who will be on top when the checkered flag falls? You can now watch full 24-minute episodes of The Inside Line at our new home on unbeaten.com. Formula One returns to its heartland this week for the first time since the explosion of the COVID-19 pandemic. With France the birthplace of Grand Prix racing, the sport emerging in furious fashion from the dawn of the motor car in the late 1800s and the advent of newspaper-sponsored rallies such as Paris-Rouen. Michael Schumacher is the most successful in France with 8 wins to his name, 2 more than French legend of the sport Alain Prost. Juan Manuel Fangio and Nigel Mansell have 4 each. But while in the hybrid era, the race has been held at Paul Ricard, 2021 provides a similar logistical challenge as its 2018 return, with the sport's first triple header of the season. The action kicks off this weekend with the French Grand Prix, held for the 17th time at Paul Ricard near Le Castellet on June 20. The high-tech test track was first opened in 1970, with the 1990 edition a Ferrari milestone after Prost delivered its 100th win. 1 week later, the sport will travel 1,000 kilometers northeast to Austria and Spielberg in the Styrian Mountains, and home to the Red Bull-owned track that will host a double-header. 2 races held back-to-back, just as it did last year to kickstart the season. It's a workload that the teams are enduring in the short term and in the interests of safeguarding the sport.
I think going into the future is not sustainable, a pace like this for the people that if you go into a normal season without pandemic and have three or four triple headers, that wouldn't be good. But in the moment, everybody is just happy that we keep on working, that we can go racing, that it was so organized.
And while the French race has been brought forward from its original date to be able to replace Turkey, which means Romain Grosjean can't do F1 demonstrations at the event in the Mercedes W10, given a clash with his IndyCar commitments, he will still get a 1-day test in the car in the week after, on June 29. And it's something he has exhaustively prepared for.
I've been watching so much on boards at the Grand Prix, just trying to compare what Lewis and Valtteri were doing with what we were doing and trying to, go as fast as they were. So sitting in the Mercedes almost feels like I've seen it before, but obviously unique position to be in.
Located around 45 minutes from Marseille, the 5.84-kilometer circuit has 15 turns, 7 left and 8 right, and a top speed of 337 kilometers per hour. Sebastian Vettel reset the lap record for former team Ferrari in 2019. There are 2 DRS activation zones, one on the back straight, the other on the main straight, and 2 detection points. Fast, furious, historic, and colorful. It's time for the French Grand Prix. Thanks for watching. To stay up to speed on all things Formula One, make sure you hit the subscribe button.